Hi, my name is Deirdre. I'm a teacher in a middle school in New Jersey, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about Google Maps and how you can use it in your classroom and show you a little bit about how you use it. So, first, you are going to make sure you're signed into your Google account and you're going to go to your choices in your waffle, click on More, and then Maps is at the top right there. And you click on Maps, and this should open up. And here you have your maps that you've already made. This would be empty if you haven't made any yet. Another way to do this is to go to your drive, click on New, and then click on More, and go to Google Maps. And then a map will automatically open up for you to work on. So let's say I have a new map here, and I would like to discover Madrid, Spain. So I'm going to title it Madrid, Spain. And then I'm going to add a description for my students, or if my students were doing this, I might want them to maybe add the website for Madrid. So I would have them Google the website for Madrid, copy and paste it, and then put it right there. And either my students can discover it a little bit more through that, or I can simply, when I'm going over this with them, I can show them the actual city through the website, which is right there. Then it's attached to the title. Now, in your map, so let's go to Madrid. And in your map, you now have Madrid. And what I'm going to add this to my map because that's the 0 point of Madrid. So if you get lost in the world of the map, then you can always go back to it and add Madrid and it will be there for you. I'm going to add a layer. Now, when you add a layer, you can actually add multiple layers, and each layer can be something different about this map that you want to specifically pinpoint. For example, maybe you want students to research art museums in Madrid. So all this map is going to, this layer of the map is going to be art museums. Maybe another idea would be to have your students map out historical sites in Madrid. If you're doing a history lesson on Madrid, one more could be metro stops. If you're looking for your students to pinpoint different locations or to calculate distances, which I'll show you how to do in a little bit. So first of all, let's go to art museums. And we are going to highlight the art museums layer. And you know that because the blue line is next to it. So once we are in there, we can now start looking for art museums. You can do that two ways. You can go to the search bar up top and pick an art museum you already know of. So I know Reina Sofia is an art museum in Madrid. So we are automatically going to go to Museo Nacional Centro de Arte Reina Sofia. And here we are. Now I want that to be added to my layers of art museums map. So I'm going to click add to map. And the reason why it ended there is because the blue line was there. So I knew I was in that layer and I clicked the add button and it showed up right there. You can edit the color of the icon. So I can make all the art museums green. You can change the shape. I can make them all squares. Now they're green squares. You can basically, every art museum can have a different color but the same shape. Or you can click more icons and then they have all kinds of different things up there you can choose from. So once you have something pinned on your map, you can do something what I think is kind of cool, which is pick an image and it'll automatically open Google. So Reina Sofia Arte. I'm going to Google that and an image of it comes up and I can click on that, click select, and now a student can automatically see right up close what the Reina Sofia looks like. I can also go to the actual Reina Sofia website and I can copy and paste the website address and I can paste it right into there. And then students, when they find it, they can click on it and do a little bit more discovering about La Reina Sofia. It will also be in the Google Maps choice if you look for it there too. So that's kind of a cool feature. Directions from here to here, if your students are calculating distances, that might be a cool feature as well. If you want to get rid of it, you click on the trash button. So I don't need to see that anymore. Now, let's say I want to find the nearest metro stop to Reina Sofia. So I'm going to come in pretty close. And now I know Reina Sofia is right there because that's where my original pin is. Nope, that's a lie. That's Madrid. So let's go back to Reina Sofia. I'm going to click on that, and here I am. The way I did that was I simply clicked on Museo Nacional, and it brought me right back to it. So now I want to find the nearest metro stop. But first, I want to make sure I'm in the metro stop layer, and I know that because the blue bar is there. Now I'm looking for my, oh, there's a metro stop. So I'm going to mark that. It says add a marker, and I'm going to simply click on it. And I want to make sure that I title the mark and say it's called Lava Pies. And I might even say it's close to Reina Sofia so that I know why I pinned it. Okay. Now it is added to my metro stops because I had it highlighted blue. Again, you can change the colors if you want to. I also can calculate the distance from walking from this metro stop to Reina Sofia or vice versa. All I did was I clicked on this draw a line and then I chose the walking option. I clicked on the first place that I'm going to start and then I'm dragging it to the last place that I'm going to end. And I double click on it there and now I have the walking distance from point A, the museo, to point B. So you can add and take off any layers you want to by clicking on the three dots and deleting or renaming. Also, you can just see certain things. So if you uncheck them, now you can only see the metro stop option. You can't see any of the other ones. So that's how you use Google Maps. And this is a cool feature if you're doing math, measuring distances in areas. That's a really fun feature. I think this is a great tool for bringing real life situations into the classroom and allowing your students really to explore everything that they can and go really deep into the layers of each lesson and bringing it into a real world situation. So finally, what you can do is you click share and you can change who can see these. So you can make it public. You can make it anyone with the link or off, meaning only specific people can see it by inviting them via email to see that map. When you add their names, you would click on their name and then notify them via email. You can either let them edit it or view it, and you could send yourself a copy so you know that it got to them. Or if you want to send it, you could actually copy and paste this link as well. So it's got the same features as Google Docs and Google Slides with sharing, which is pretty awesome. And it's really pretty cool for students, especially in a world language or a social studies, or just going through and really making that real world connection with your students. So I hope that was interesting for you and helpful and that you can use it in your classroom. Thank you very much for your attention.